I'm so excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited! I'm so excited. Wanted to play this game for so long. What is it? Oh, definitely I won't understand. Whoops. I'm too excited. Continue? Begin story? Begin story. Man, hi! Morning. Oh, it's at the end of 19th century. Okay, I was close. Close. Hello!
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa. I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride, yet I can't do this. Nico, please say something. I just can't.
There. It's all right. What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly someone as special as Lisa. If I may, I won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today. Instead, I'd like us to celebrate her life. Despite her obvious calling for medicine, when she was little, I always thought she would become...
Oh, here we go. Musician, writer, Dr. Herman Nosrub? What for? Oh, is it because I sound like I have a stuffy nose? Is it because of that? Oh, yeah. Oh. Sorry. a friend did that. Sorry. Oopsies. What should I be? A musician, writer, doctor, or politician? Ah! Advertisements! No! A musician.
A famous musician. You should have seen her with her fiddle when she was only 5. The instrument was half her size. But when she played, oh Lord, did your heart start filling up? Such a bright girl. Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents. By the time she graduated, Lisa must have read every book there was in the school's library. To my shame, I'm not so well read myself, but she used to teach me about all the classics. That served me very well at dinner parties. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country, if someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa. But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
Oh, true friend.
With all of her other talents, above everything else, she was a true and loyal friend.
I like being true friend.
She connected with people easily. She cared deeply about them. Some might even say too much. After all, if she wasn't so thoughtful, maybe she would still be with us. But I digress. Please, forgive me. What's done is done.
So, I'm an artist, I'm an artist, a writer, illiterate, I guess, and a loyal friend. Yay.
He was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her. Pour some vodka for Kolya, too. He is old enough to send his sister off. A piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many of yours.
What is this game about? Hold on, I'm yawning. The end of the 19th century, where you have to survive as a vampire. In that era.
Let those pieces help, Lisa.
Yeah, I'm so excited to play.
To Lisa.
Hey! I completed the prologue. You didn't hear it, but I think you didn't hear it. Yeah. Ding! Noise of steam.
When I was a little girl,
I
I often had trouble falling asleep.
wanna continue the wish game. I don't know when though. Maybe around next week or something?
My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth. When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction. Finally, the whole string was out.
You wanna voice act Mayan? Or do you wanna continue it because of the tarots? Or is it because there are interesting routes? All three. Oh. I forgot what route I have for the huge guy. I forget his name. That huge dude that looks like a snake. Where he's just like, what happened? What's with me and my wife? The love of my life. What does happen to us two?
I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault. Dear Lord. Mom? Kolya? My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Like I slept for days.
Was.
Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell. This feels too real to be a dream.
Yay, I got a kerosene lamp.
The cupboard is locked. Why would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
Ooh, skeleton bones.
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
Escape the chamber. Hey. What's this? Blue is higher. Red is 0. And now. Oh. Flower?
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here. Locked. Hello? Anyone? Please help. I'm stuck here. Anyone!
Scream louder!
It's no use. Either this is a nightmare, or I'm in hell. This feels too real to be a dream.
Oh.
Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help. Are you still there? Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no. Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door? Thank you. Thank you so much. Will you help me?
They don't want to help us. Why?
What is it that you want from me?
Treatment? Oh, okay.
I'm a doctor by trade. I can heal you if you're sick, or come on call anytime, day or night.
No?
I'm not wealthy, but I know some people who can lend me money and...
No? So they want a favor?
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor? Then it's settled. Whoever you are, do you hear me? If you open this door, I, Elizaveta Morozova, will be in your debt. Ah!
Oh. I got seared by green goop.
What the hell is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up. I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
Can I? Oh,
It's open.
there you go.
No one. What have I gotten myself into?
What have you gotten yourself into? Literature. Science? Oh. Can I go this way? Oh.
Hello? Can anybody hear me? What a peculiar painting. The husband and wife in the picture don't look very happy. If I had to guess, I'd say it
Oh, the
wasn't
music
the
in
perfect
the music in
marriage.
the background. Ooh, what about it? What about it? What about it?
It smells like death here. There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week.
Sure, take the money.
After all that has happened, I think
Oh,
I deserve this.
yoink! The piano notes like ski Russian lullaby.
The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies. Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside. Silly superstition, of course.
So I let the cover say.
Still, why risk it? God saves the man who saves himself. The mirror, Mother, silly soup. We live in the age of science where there's no room for this nonsense. What is this? Where is my reflection? I can't see myself. It must be a trick mirror.
Oh, well, I can't interact with that.
Eerie.
Only had more science points.
This is unbearable. I'm a doctor. I can get through this. Give me strength, no matter what is on the other side. What in heavens is all this?
Ooh.
I will make sense of all this later. Something is wrong. My head is spinning. I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
Would you look at her? How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
She must be a nihilist. It's spreading all over the country like a plague.
You two don't know what you're talking about. It's the latest rage in Paris now. The dirtier, the better.
Okay, random people.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
You lucky devil. I've been stuck here for years. I swear, I'd dull my fangs just to spend a night in the city.
Fangs. Vampires.
Miss, are you all right?
Mind your own business, Petya. It's rude to stare at a lady.
Sorry.
Oh, my name is Petra.
I know it's not ideal, Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Orlova.
Of course now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week. I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices. Where were you when I... Who is this creature? Darling, you look like a little domovoi. Come over here. I don't bite.
Hello? I'm Elisa.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice.
So, Slavic mythology, house spirit that watches over the dwelling. So a ghost. Sometimes eat food. Oh, never mind.
Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around once she's decent.
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused.
Oh, okay.
If I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you. Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious. It's sweet and thick and tastes like cherry and wild strawberries. Thank you. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you kindly, madam.
Orlova.
Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle. Time is money.
Goodness, this must be the dress the Countess was talking about. Such an ornate Western style. It must cost a small fortune. I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much. I can't ruin such beauty with dirt. I better wash up first.
How do you know that you have dirt?
Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened. That should do it, hopefully.
Can I
The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature. In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading. Goodness, this such an... It's perfect. Fits like a glove. I still don't know what's happening here, or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots. I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
Run, my dear, run! Before it takes time, these interactions will be marked with a special stopwatch symbol. Each night up to 3 only? Alright.
Good evening, Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lisa, right? You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
I wish I could return the compliment, but you look quite pale and dreary. Must be from all that tobacco.
Huh. I like a lady with a sharp tongue. However, I'm afraid my paleness doesn't come from smoking. Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
I don't have literature 8.
I'd rather not guess. Please, just tell me straight. Who are you?
Simply, we are vampires.
Is this why I had no reflection in the mirror?
If that's what you're concerned about, you look just fine.
Does this mean I'm dead?
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
What about my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that. It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now. Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
Sure.
Countess calls you Hussar. What's your real name?
At this point, I've been called that far longer than my real name. Just call me that.
Okay.
All right. Hussar it is.
Is it really just Hussar? Is it though? Is it really just Hussar? I feel like they'll be the bad end. bad end? The nihilistic end? I don't know.
I have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of. Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace? After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
What is it?
I wonder if the Countess would approve of you pushing your responsibilities off to a bunch of strangers.
Well played. Fine. Let me think for a moment about our fun little group here. You've already met the Countess, so that's a big plus. Not everyone gets to do that in their first month, let alone first day. Who else would you like to know about?
Who is the intense lady with the purple hair?
Yes.
That's Elisa. She is quite important around here. I'd try to start out on the right foot with her if I were you.
What could you tell me about the woman in the pink dress?
You must mean Arbin. You know, they say she was born somewhere far to the east. That broad has been around forever. Probably has a tale or two to share.
What about the young man who asked about my health?
Who? Oh, you must mean Petya. He is just a human. Elisa brought him in for fun. He is such a card and has absolutely no clue.
Ruler fascinating. I can spare.
A clueless young man surrounded by vultures. That's fascinating.
Right? I suppose that's everyone of note, really. Besides me, of course.
Of course. All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
No rush, please.
Okay, I will not rush then.
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine, get lost then. Be on your merry way. Who knew that the second time I die would be of boredom?
It's actually pretty funny. Pretty clever.
Now, would you look at this pretty picture? I could barely recognize you from before. Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar. Name is Alisa, by the way.
Lisa, it's a pleasure. May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market. He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
Because it was my turn.
A turn for what?
To spice up the eternity.
So, I've just been turned today.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet. What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day. Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose?
A bullet through your head. And walking around with a bullet through your head. Unless you can regenerate.
Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
So, it's true what they say? vampires live forever?
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't die? I mean, stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So, now that you have eternity on your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
No, of course not. Pulse or no pulse, life is just as valuable as it always was.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petia's?
I'd have to say Petia's. Like you said, what I have now isn't really life.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment, isn't it?
Indeed. Excuse me, I think someone is calling for me.
Walks in front of her.
Have you tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
I prefer to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that offer.
Hello. I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Arbin.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
That's what I thought. My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be. In the end, it does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
I couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert?
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
How exciting. All kinds of interesting people must come by.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
I'll make sure to visit.
Oh. Besides, depending on the character, Lisa may sometimes need to meet criteria.
Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents. And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yes. Funny. Arbin, I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me. May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention. I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
Well, I should get going.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
I do actually have a model right here with me. I always carry Matilda with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
Yes, well... Apologies.
Petya.
How are you?
Petya, we should probably go and discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Oh, of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us. Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No, but something very similar.
I'm doing okay. I've been streaming more recently now, but next week I think I'll be streaming every Wednesday. Yeah, mostly every Wednesday. And I've been so excited for this game because it's been on my wish list for a long time. Thank you for the head pat. I shall add it while we have a very silent amount of audio in the background.
He is most certainly human.
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown. How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy. The third group I'm pitching my dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress.
Yeah, it's also good to see you. Also, I did something. I don't know if I can do it. Ah! I don't have horns
She saw me
anymore.
at the town market and saw some real potential in my work. She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching going so far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
Is it really cute?
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me. But what's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
You may be right about that. At least I truly hope you are. Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes.
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback. Well, what do you think?
Oh, it's just lovely. So detailed and human-like. She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it. I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit. You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy. My father always called this foolishness, among other things.
It's called a hobby?
Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it. I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me that tonight is going to bring something special, and it's never wrong.
Best of luck with everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
Thank you, Lisa. You're very kind.
The work of peak masculinity. That's fair. I mean, any type of hobby is not really genderized, is it? That I know of. Unless, well, society makes it.
Good timing. I just finished up.
Did you?
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking is an important routine for a soldier. Can't be interrupted.
A soldier, huh? And which division were you in, exactly?
We can talk about the divisions some other time, perhaps. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Who ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea. I thought you knew.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Let me take a look. Oh, brother.
What? What is it?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see him, all right?
Doctor!
All right.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all about it.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
True.
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well. So, are there any other questions you have left?
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Salka. Water, precision. Okay. The character. Oh! I see.
Yes? No. Yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna.
So that means Salkas are real, Domovoys aren't, but ghosts are?
If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me. So, are there any other...
I suppose that's it for the time being.
Perfect. If you don't mind me asking, what do you make of all this? I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
Well, for starters, I'm still dead, apparently. Dead.
Oh, get over it already. What's even the difference between being dead or alive? You can walk, you can talk, what else do you need?
What about my immortal soul?
See, I know you're that type, getting all bogged down in the details. It's a minor inconvenience, really, for everything that you get in return.
And what do we get in return?
All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
I'm not so sure. Why?
Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
Oh.
How did you do that?
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How were you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit of being one of us. We can project our thoughts into people's minds. I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time, then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
Goodness!
Ah, I'm a pretty bat.
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
Oh.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
Faster than you, boy.
All this talk about death. Don't you feel more alive than you ever have right now?
Can't land. She's pretty. I know.
Shh. There. Look.
If only I had 3 coins to my name, then I'd show him. they'd all see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers. Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man. Now, come with me. How is life, Trophime?
My lord, is that you? Oh, the bottle you gave me. Highest quality. Much obliged.
I can see that. It's nearly empty already. All right, enough pleasantries. Watch this.
Oh, the eyes
What
all
happened to
back
him?
to the head.
Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
What does enchantment do, exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of what happened.
So they don't remember anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversations.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way. When you need it, it will come to you.
Does this mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work.
Okay.
Secondly, you should only do it to humans.
So it doesn't work on other vampires?
I didn't say that.
Hmm?
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind.
Oh,
But I don't even know if the Countess has that kind of power. Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
So why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are two main reasons. One, people in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts and opinions.
and
When you say influence their thoughts, does this mean they will do anything I say?
Only within reason, of course, especially when you are a beginner. Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, I didn't say you have to do it, did I? Everyone lives with their own choices.
And what is the second
Hi,
reason?
man.
I
Welcome
think
back.
you already know.
Oh.
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
Oh.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry. Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time. It will recover in a minute.
His skin smells like wild berries. But not just the smell, the promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body.
Well, go on.
No, I can't do this.
Oh.
I I don't think I can do it. I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to... I better get back to my other errands.
Shit.
Don't want to get my tunic wet. Do you remember the way back?
I do. Hussar? Thank you for your help. I had a rough day and it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Don't mention it. I ended up having a decent time myself. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first. But first... Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophine.
He sounds flirty, but not at the same time. True? Oh.
Can you hear me, Trophine? Here is something I'd like you to do.
We can make him steal, drink even more, or drink less. Well, we can only make him drink less, but we had more nihilism. Could have suggested that to him.
You will start pacing your drinking. It's too dark. I can't quite make out what's locked.
Guess I can only fly. Fly away! Petra?
What was that?
These are providers using appropriate and not in humans to excite. Literally user
Looks like the banquet is over.
Oh, oops.
I don't understand. How could this even happen?
It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling. What is this? My God! What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained the man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is gonna fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Are you mad? No one's gonna be executed for this. He's just a human.
You monsters. How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right. Hasn't been a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out.
Okay. Can I stop the music? You don't deserve the music. Fuck it. Sorry.
Those morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
What happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like murders being linked up to her property. She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
Going into the sun.
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
Arbin?
Yes?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do?
Speaking of water,
Where do I live?
And pass.
Drink some
I know it!
water.
I know it!
Drink some water.
I know it!
Drink some water. Drink some water.
I knew it.
I understand it's not an
Thank
easy
you for the water,
day.
Liam.
We all went
I
through
should
this
get
at
my
some point.
water downstairs. I'll be right back.
All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it.
I got my drink. Drink what again? Eh? Cute nose. Drink what again? Hear what? What?
Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be. To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better, learn from my mistakes, absorb the knowledge about the world.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time to learn something new? Perfection comes in little steps.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin. It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me. Here, I want you to have this. Ooh, this should give you a little boost when you need it. Clear your head. It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being. I should go now, my dear. You know where to find me.
Can I hug Arbin?
Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Here. And then I'll read one of the science, right? Yeah. Jekyll and Hyde. Yes. Untangle. Mysterious relationship between his client, Dr. Jekyll, and the vicious thug, Mr. Hyde, whom he has bequeathed his estate. My minds cannot be prepared for or frightened, but go on in fortune or misfortune at their own private pace, like a clock during a thunderstorm. Robert Louis Stevenson. Can I read more? No? Fuck.
It's not my fault. Stop blaming me for everything. I mean...
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
That's concerning. You make choices. Remove those consequences. Okay.
They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it. They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it.
They brought it down in the basement.
This is fresh. What in the world caused this? My God, what happened here?
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
She has venom in her voice. I love it.
Did you kill them?
I took that snake's fangs out. We'll see how she does now.
Damn! Taking out teeth by hand? Damn, okay.
I wasn't sure what to do when I saw him, but then I thought about something you said earlier.
Really? What was it?
That mortal life has the same value as eternal existence. I don't know if it's true, but it certainly helped me find my rage. Still, this isn't going to bring him back.
Unless he turns.
I'm so sorry about Petya. He seemed like such a nice boy.
It was always a risk. Life goes on. Or whatever it is we have. But thank you. You must be curious about what happens to you now.
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship. I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
I don't really remember much before I woke up. The doctor. He was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now.
Okay.
Countess has a coachman, Trophime. He will take you to the doctor's place in town. He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon.
She is a countess.
She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
I understand.
Good girl.
Ah! I've been called a good girl.
You should go. Trophime will be waiting for you, and the sun is not getting any lower. I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside. Hey, Lisa?
Yes?
Oh.
Never mind.
What is it?
You've only turned recently. When was the last time you watched the sunrise?
It must have been a couple weeks ago. I was studying late for my exams.
What did it feel like?
Well, I was worried about the day to come, and when a ray of sun fell on I felt warm, hopeful. Why do you ask?
No reason. It's just been a while since I've seen one. You will hear from the Countess soon.
I'm sure I will.
By the way, I've been meaning to ask you.
Those are 2 questions.
Could you please take this ugly doll with you? I can't keep looking into its dead eyes.
Does it remind you of Petya?
Just take it with you, please.
All right, I will.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
We can use this as a bargaining chip.
I swear it just blinked.
We could use... Oh. Never mind. Do I go... Oh, okay. Oh, this balcony. But... Oh, hello, Trophime.
Hello again, Trophime.
Evening, my lady. Forgive me, but have we met before?
Oh, that's right. He must not remember me because of the enchantment. Oh, no. Lisa just mentioned your name when she directed me to you.
But of course, silly me. I was worried I forgot. Happens to me after vodka sometimes.
Are you fit to drive?
I am, my lady. Truth be told, I had a drink or two earlier tonight. But then the strangest thing happened. I must have fallen asleep and woke up not remembering a thing. But sober as a judge. Must be the fresh air.
Yes, must be it.
In any case.
Shall we head out?
Of course, my lady. Your wish is my command. Mistress Orlova arranged for you to be taken in and out of the town as you see fit, at no charge. Whenever you need a ride, myself or another driver should be ready to pick you up.
Oh, pleasant. Nice.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Don't thank me, my lady. Countess's orders are the law around these parts.
Well, in that case, send her my thanks.
Will do. Get in, my lady. Don't be shy. Marta and I will get you to your new lodgings in no time. One more thing. I'm afraid you'll have to wear a blindfold, my lady. Mistress doesn't want anyone knowing where the manor is.
What? Interesting. Interesting.
We're here, madam. You may take the blindfold off.
So this is my new home.
Oh!
Whoa, Marta.
What? Where do all these sparks come from? What is happening to me?
That's the sun, madam. You must go inside your new home soon. But don't worry, there's still some time until sunrise. Doctor's flat is on the second floor. Door on the right side.
Even the best sides come to an end during the daughter phase. Proximity of her vessel before the sun comes up, otherwise she'll be burned on the spot and suffer permanent death.
Thank you, Trophime. Be safe.
If I'm honest, madam, no one is really safe here. Go, Marta.
Oh. So he knows that we're vampires. And
I should go inside.
Oh, that's a lot of hostile, neutral. Okay. Jesus Christ, okay. I go around. Oh, the time is actually going. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll go.
Pavel, dear, you shouldn't bother with an old bag like me. Surely you have better things to do.
Nonsense. I always have time for you. Besides, ticks are no joke. Good thing I noticed it when I did. One more day and the parasite could have dug itself fully into your body.
My goodness. Well, thank you kindly, Doctor. Once again, you are my savior.
I'll check up on you in a couple of days to make sure the bite area doesn't look infected. Lisa! Is that you?
Oh, this must be the new apprentice you were talking about.
Indeed.
Very good, very good. Thank you again, Doctor, for taking pity on an old woman. Hello, little dove. You look like you've seen a ghost. Are you all right?
It's It's just been a rough day.
Ah, that's what I thought. You poor girl.
Thank you.
As we are neighbors now, call me FIL.
Oh, she's downstairs.
I'll be right next door if you ever want to check up on an old woman. Don't be a stranger.
Hi, Gabe. I'm okay.
Welcome, Lisaveta. I've been looking forward to your arrival.
Good evening, Doctor. I was told I'll be staying here for the time being. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course, it's the least I could do. Tonight was your initiation night, wasn't it? I trust everything went smoothly?
Where were you? Not exactly.
In all honesty, it was a rough start. A lot of things didn't go as planned.
In my experience, they rarely do.
Perhaps it was a better introduction to our way of life than it seems right now.
I know it's been a lot to take in. I also know that I am partially responsible for your condition. I turned you into what you are now, and I will guide you through it.
I have so many questions.
I can only imagine, dear. Sadly, time is not on our side right now. The sun will come up shortly, so we'd be wise to leave them till later.
Could it happens now?
Where?
Starting tomorrow, I would like you to work with me as an apprentice and help me with my research. In return, you'll have your own room here in the apartment.
I'll be looking forward to it. I was worried that with all of this, I wouldn't be able to continue my medical work.
I would never let that happen. You're far too valuable to the field, dear.
Would I have a room to myself?
Of course. A bright mind needs space for work and contemplation. It's not much, but I hope you grow to feel at home there. Your vessel is already inside.
My vessel?
Yes. The coffin that you were buried in.
Goodness, but why?
When the sun is up, you can only be safe when you are near it. An obscure rule, but life of our kind is riddled with those, I'm afraid. Now, go and have some rest. Isn't that what they say? You'll rest when you're dead?
That's right. Let's see if that's true.
By the way, I left an outfit in your wardrobe that you may find more appropriate for your medical work around town. It's probably a bit old-fashioned for a city girl like you, but it's all I have. Now, time for you to get some well-deserved rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Good night.
Ooh, I can read a chapter. Oh, it takes all.
Doctor's medical bag. It holds everything I need in case of an emergency.
Oh, so you're just gonna take it? Okay, I guess we're just gonna take it. Game looks fun. It is!
What should I work on today?
Okay, I can't. I don't need. Oh. Oh. Try pressing on it, but it all makes me dance. Hey, I saw that downstairs.
If you don't mind, I'd prefer the window closed.
Sorry. Dr. Volkov's vessel. Nothing fancy, of course. Efficient use of space.
Oh, this is his room. Oh! Whoopsies! Psychophants? Psychophants? Physiophants?
After passing that threshold, I feel so safe all of a sudden. I think it has something to do with the coffin, the vessel. Ironic that something like that can bring a sense of calmness.
Sunrise is the bane of every vampire. Close proximity, usually vessel indicator in the bottom left corner of the screen.
There's plenty of room for my outfit. Must be the one the doctor mentioned. I wonder why he has it in the first place. strange. Can't imagine. Lovely van.
Save. Save. Save twice.
That's a nice place to store. Don't you go anywhere, Matilda.
Oh, they're definitely gonna walk.
Huh. The window goes out directly to the main street. Could come in handy now that I can actually fly.
Maybe we should close that. Yeah.
I should check out the general store for more room decor option.
Oh. Okay.
It's been a long night. Time for a little rest.
Yes. End the day.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Who is this?
Come over to the window.
Can I at least change first? Okay, never mind.
Oh, it's only you. You scared me half to death. What do you need?
I have some business from the Countess to discuss with you. Would you kindly invite me in?
The window is already open. Why the formalities?
Have you not read about this in your vampire stories?
Oh.
We can't come into someone else's chambers unless we are invited.
Oh. There was a... Oh. Oh.
That makes sense. You don't want guests like us to drop by unannounced.
It's a real pain in the ass, if you ask me. Hunting would have been so much easier without technicalities like this. So, will you...
Sounds to me like someone is forgetting their manners.
That's not funny, just let me in.
Not without you asking nicely.
Fine. Would you kindly let me in, fair lady?
With pleasure. Please come in, Hussar.
Is the voice sounds familiar? That's weird. Can I close the window? I can't close the window.
Nice place you got yourself over here. The good doctor must want to keep you comfortable.
The doctor has been very kind.
See, cold calculation, bargaining, even extortion, that I understand. The intentions are clear. Kindness is where I get suspicious.
As cynical as it sounds, I think you might be onto something. I'll keep an eye on him.
Great minds think alike.
In any case, you're not here to discuss human character, are you?
That's very true. Let's cut to the chase. Countess would like you to run a quick errand for her, and if everything goes well, she will be very grateful.
What's the favor?
There's this young couple in town, Evgeny and Anastasia. More importantly, they are related to the new mayor, Savely Skortsov. I think Evgeny is his second nephew or whatnot. No matter. According to our sources, the mayor occasionally stores important documentation in their house. Do you see where I'm going with this?
You don't want me to rob their house, do you?
That's a rather tactless way to put it. Countess would simply like you to retrieve said documentation. Before you say anything, remember that she allowed your conversion to be completed and virtually saved you from death.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Splendid. All you need to do is to befriend Anastasia or Evgeny and get invited into their house. Then you can enter any time and get what you need without them ever finding out.
And how do I know it's them?
He's a hotshot poet, and she is one of those sensitive, artistic types. What else? Oh, they are both blondes. I always found that peculiar.
Where should I look for Evgeny?
Let's see. He is a mediocre poet who, surprise, surprise, enjoys an occasional shot of vodka. I would start your search at Arbin's Literary Salon.
What else can you tell me about Anastasia?
Not much. Although I do often see her going in and out of the church.
You go to church?
Heavens, no. But the roof of it is my favorite spot in town. I'd like to smoke there on occasion.
What kind of documents am I looking for?
All I can say to you right now is that you'll know them when you'll see them.
That's not very helpful.
That will have to do.
I think I've got it from here.
Remember, Just befriend one of them and get an invitation to their house. This will come in handy when you'll have to hunt, too. I'll check in a few days and see where you're at. Almost forgot. Here's a little something for incidentals.
Thank you.
Enjoy your new life. I'll see you around.
They gave me more coins! Yes!
Too bad I can't see. I wonder if...
I'll save here.
I should check out the...
No. Okay. Can't find it. Can you show credits? Okay. Hope she remembers he has access to her room freely now. Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Casar Dylan Marquise Myers. Myers? That's the name of the VA of them are.
Too bad I can't... I wonder...
What should I be doing? Quest. Main quest. I could do these two, or... okay. It's just giving you your FB and...
Dr. Volkov, may I have a word?
Come in. Welcome, Miss Morozova. Appreciate you coming over straight away. Punctuality is a highly important quality in a doctor. I trust you had a restful night? Or rather, day, I suppose.
Certainly an improvement over what I had to go through yesterday.
Yes, well, we have a lot to cover.
Fuck. I don't like it when it goes down. Sorry. You're gonna see on how much I play games like this.
Come. Welcome, Yes, well, we have a lot to cover, don't we? Where would you like to start?
I'd love to start with my medical duties, if you don't mind. You mentioned you might have some tasks for me?
I most certainly do. As of last month, the only other doctor in the area passed away, God rest his soul. Not that he was that much help. Human medicine has always been a step behind. But, I admit, with most of my time spent on new research, the work did start to pile up. There is some administrative and patient work I'd like you to take care of. Is this something you think you can handle?
Certainly. What should I start with?
Do you remember the woman who was here when you arrived?
Of course.
Oh, there's the arrow.
Faina, isn't it?
That's right. As your first assignment, I'd like you to pay her a home visit and look over the bite spot on her neck. I've observed some curious rashes around tick bites in my time. I don't exactly know if there's a correlation, but best to make sure she's doing well. She lives in our building, so shouldn't be much trouble anyway.
Will do.
Splendid. As for the rest of the tasks, you'll find them all in the journal on my desk. Feel free to borrow my medical bag and use the lab as needed. I myself am particularly proud of my lab's blood testing instruments. I dare say they are far ahead of any mortal medical equipment. To more material matters, your allowance will be distributed gradually as you progress.
Understood. I'll get to it then.
Looking forward to tracking your progress. A doctor's work is never done.
What should I work?
I can't work on anything today. Oh, maybe I should have done that. As you may know, I thought that it was like the whole thing is Twilight.
I can't go out.
Whatever the fuck. I forget. Come.
Welcome, Hunk. I trust you.
I did.
Yeah, I'm not, but there is. Do you that as your I don't. Splendid.
I think
as for the rest of the time, feel I dare. To more. Look, a dog.
Okay. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, I'll just do those another time, but I have to do this at least tomorrow. Oh, I can ask the doctor how he's turned? I'll do it afterwards. I'll do it after visiting. Hold on. Let me get this piece right here.
It's a storage room for the building. Faina must be the one that keeps things looking nice around here.
And I look at it.
No mail for me this time.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry.
This must be where Faina lives. Good evening. I'm Dr. Volkov's new apprentice. He sent me over to check in on you. Is this a good time?
I know who you are, Lisa. Of course. Come, have some tea with me. I always brew too much. Eyes bigger than my stomach, I guess.
Yes, please. I could use a little break. Thank you.
Was that a good idea?
It smells heavenly.
It's juniper, my favorite. With a spoonful of honey, nothing beats it. Try some. Tell me what you think.
You weren't kidding. It reminds me of the times my mother would make tea for my brother and me when we were little.
Sounds lovely, dear.
It was. Although, I don't think it was about the tea itself. More about the little plate she poured it in for us instead of cups.
We can certainly arrange that if you'd like.
That's all right, thank you. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'll start missing them even more.
Poor dear. Did the work take you far from home?
Further than I expected, that's for sure. For some reason, I just feel like telling her everything. I should change the subject before I say something I shouldn't. Are you from around here, Faina?
Oh, no, dear. I happened to wander quite a bit before I settled here. Although, I reckon I've stayed in this town longer than you've been alive.
And where?
Many places, sweetheart. Oh, far too many places.
Anything I should know about life here?
Let's see. For one, the townsfolk tend to be up quite late around these parts. Sort of a local quirk. They say it goes way back. Not sure how it started, but most places tend to stay open well into the night. I was always a night owl myself, so that never bothered me. But darkness and danger go hand in hand.
Danger?
Lots of temptation, whether you seek it or not. It's like my mother used to say, little dove. Keep your heart open, but your mind sharp.
She sounds like a wise woman.
Oh, she was, dear. Much wiser than I'll ever be, anyway.
Do you live here all by yourself?
I wouldn't say I'm all alone. My plants always keep me company. From time to time, that handsome gentleman in the armchair pays me a visit. And if ever I'm in trouble, I have some lovely neighbors to bother. I'm never alone. Not really.
Is that your cat over there? What's his name?
No, I could never tame that one. He's too much of a free spirit. Comes and goes as he pleases. Always a surprise.
Hi, Cuckoo!
How rude of him.
He's so handsome that I don't mind. Never gave him a name, though.
I was so excited to play this game that I really wanted to play that I streamed early.
Well, as nice as this has been, we should probably start the examination. So, how are you feeling? Any noticeable rashes or discomfort?
Oh, I feel just fine, dear. Thank you for asking. The heat's been getting the best of me lately, though.
Didn't think it was that warm outside. But then again, maybe I just haven't spent enough time in my new body.
Anyway, I say there's no such thing as bad weather. To each their own.
It seems like there's nothing worrisome on your neck. Still, if you notice anything, make sure to let me or the doctor know.
Why are you getting the ads mostly?
Of course, dear.
Well, seems like everything's in order. Nothing to worry about. I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Thank you for the tea again.
You're welcome, little dove. Come again soon.
If only I had one more.
Faina's plants are so...
highly... seeing...
These books are written in a foreign... Faina's plants...
Yes. Can I go here? No.
The air...
No.
And just like that, he's gone. I hope I'll get to see you again, my elusive buddy.
Find the cat! An objective? An objective. So, if I read... I could have read this. Oh, it's 2 sessions though. It's 2 sessions though. There you go. Got chores to do. I know! Okay.
Hope all is well.
May I ask how you were turned?
As your sire, I do owe you my story, but I have to warn you, it's a rather gruesome one. Are you sure you'd like to hear it?
After my time in the Countess's basement, I don't think much could shock me.
Well, if you must know. It was a feral that attacked me and my wife at the time, Clara. It struck our carriage one night as we were traveling through the woods, coming from a party.
A feral?
A vampire that has been driven mad by their lust for blood.
I didn't realize such creatures existed outside of folklore.
They're a cautionary tale of what can happen to us if one overindulges for years on end. It all happened in the blink of an eye. As I recall, the vehicle turned over and we both tumbled to the dirt. He feasted on Clara first and bled her dry.
How horrible. I'm so sorry for your loss.
It's been some time now, so it doesn't hurt quite as much, but thank you, dear. In any case, his appetite must have somewhat subsided. Still, it wasn't enough for the beast, so he sunk his teeth into my neck. Suddenly, a blind rage overcame me, and I bit off part of his ear. Immortal being or not, I can tell you with certainty he didn't like it one bit.
I can imagine.
That must have snapped him out of his frenzy. He looked around as if just awoken, observed what he'd done, and rapidly retreated. Somehow, I managed to get home by morning, but the nightmare didn't end that night.
You must have swallowed some of his blood when you bit him, and...
Precisely. You must have read about the turning ritual in human folklore. Well done. All kinds of knowledge tends to come in handy from time to time, even silly fairy tales.
Okay.
So, what happened after you returned?
We'll talk more about this some other time, perhaps. There's much work we must attend to now.
Of course.
I need to at least get one science up somehow. I need to do this to sort out the notes. But I also need to go out though. Right?
Too bad I can't. I wonder.
I'll save it there. Did I sort out the notes? I could for coins. But I can also do that tomorrow. We got 2 quarter times to use. But it's 3 though. I'll do 1. I'll do 1. And then I can do another one and then another one. Maybe. I want to turn into a vampire. It's a piece. Can I drop here? Okay. Oh, I can just go back in there. Okay. That's good. Grocery store. That's one of the stores. Guess I could. Excuse me, pardon me. Okay, one of them is at the salon.
The community board. Politics, local events.
Okay. As my character... Where is they? No? No info? Not yet, anyway. Guess I should go to the salon.
Perched upon a rotting barrow, my eyes survey the fallow field, where once the wheat grew tall and narrow, now crops bestow a paltry yield. The bitter wind turns lakes to stillness, no saplings in the frozen earth. The farmer's wife now writhes with illness as embers die upon the hearth. See how in the forest hollow the firewood it gathers moss, while in the tavern, ripe with sorrow, the farmer drinks to his great loss. Now raise a toast to her, my brother, nature shall we never scorn. Though often a tempestuous mother, we may yet see the summer's dawn.
Bravo!
Thank you. Thank you kindly, dear friends.
Can I talk with the... Okay, never
I
mind.
presume you are the famous Evgeny Skvortsov?
I don't know how famous I am, but I certainly am him. And whom do I owe the pleasure?
I'm Lisa, the doctor's new recruit. I was looking around and came in here just in time for the poem. Is that something new?
Enchantée, Lisa. The poem is actually from my old book. I'm having a bit of writer's block recently.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's nothing that a nice drink won't cure.
You know, I happen to have read your poetry book recently.
Have you? I am honored. And what did you think?
It was brilliant. Reminded me of early Byron. So passionate and brave.
Thank you. That's quite a compliment. You do know your poetry.
Don't act too surprised, please.
You're right. My apologies. I think such nice sentiment deserves a toast. Would you do a celebratory vodka shot with me?
Vodka isn't really something I drink nowadays.
You know that nobody actually likes vodka, don't you? It's designed to be terrible, to make you feel terrible. That's why it's a perfect companion for your misery. After all, isn't that why people drink in the first place?
What a compelling pitch.
Advertising is what poets are really made for, isn't it?
I don't see why not. Let's share our misery.
To the art of poetry, may it continue to shape minds and move the human spirit.
Hear, hear.
Whew, that went down easy. Say, Lisa, perhaps you've rescued me from my writer's block. I just might have a stroke of inspiration.
Delightful news. Although I'm not sure I can take credit for it.
Nonsense. That's what muses always do. Inspire naturally, without even realizing
I'm a
it.
muse now?
Why don't you come back another night? You'll be my first audience and judge.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Well, you know what they say. The break is short between the first and the second shot. I'll go chat with Arvin and get some more.
Have fun with your misery, companion.
Oh, we always do.
I don't think this clock is working.
I can buy a paper though. I can still buy paper, I think. Or something along those lines.
Too bad I can't eat.
What do you mean you can't eat pastries? You can
This
buy it.
produce looks so fresh.
Hello, young lady. How may I help you?
Fishing lures Emerald Classic. Science and logic +5. Ooh. Work clothes. Ooh. Nothing much. Spectacles. Bandages! Right. Bandages. I could buy tarot cards?
Another happy customer.
Anything particular?
Oh, it's the same person. Okay. I could talk with the other person.
This must be Anastasia. Good sermon today?
More or less the same one as always. But then again, people don't usually go to the church expecting plot twists.
Well, at least it's good enough for someone to come more than once.
I suppose that's true. Forgive me. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Are you new in town?
I arrived just a couple days ago.
Oh, in that case, let me welcome you to the town. My husband and I are relatively new here ourselves. My name is Anastasia, by the way. I teach at the quaint little music school down the road.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh.
I'm Lisa. I work as an apprentice under the doctor. The church choir here sounds remarkable. The tenor in particular is something else.
Doesn't it?
I must admit, I didn't expect to hear something like that in such a small town.
I couldn't agree more. You have quite an ear for music.
You sound surprised. Do I give off such a bad impression?
Oh no, it's just that I rarely meet anyone I have a lot in common with around here. Not anymore, at least.
A music teacher? That must be so rewarding.
It's true. When I see a spark of passion in a student, especially a child, it does make my day 1,000 times brighter. Do you play an instrument yourself?
I used to play fiddle when I was little. Not anymore.
Ah, that's a real shame, but trust me, it's never too late to pick up an instrument again.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
I'm sorry, it's time for me to head home. My husband is waiting, but perhaps you'd like to keep me company on the way back.
Who would refuse a stroll on such a nice summer evening?
Okay.
The tenor that you so precisely placed belongs to Father Mikhail. Father Mikhail has a true gift. His voice is unbelievable. I find it very difficult to listen when he speaks, or agree with anything he says. But when he sings, I just can't help myself.
It is frustrating when you can't deny the talent in a person you don't admire.
Isn't that the truth?
Oh, we're in another area. New area? Oh.
So, are you planning to come visit the church yourself?
Maybe.
Honestly, I'm still thinking about it. I had a lot of life changes lately. Not sure if I'm ready for it just yet.
I understand. I've been through a couple of those myself. Think about it, though. It would be nice to see a friendly face when I listen to the choir next time. If I'm completely honest with you, I come there mostly to listen to the choir.
Abusive?
The lights
also?
are off.
Is something wrong?
Nothing really. My husband. I don't think he's home yet. Well, it was such a pleasure to meet you, Lisa. Would you stop by my school when you have a moment? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And who knows, perhaps we can revive some of your old music skills. That never goes away, you know. Not fully.
Of course. I would like nothing more.
Splendid. We are open from Wednesdays to Saturdays.
I'll make sure to drop by. Have a good night, Anastasia.
Good night, Lisa.
Pigeon. Bookstore. Wait, hold on. Can I buy at the bookstore?
Locked.
Okay, never mind. Town hall. There's a cat.
Hello there. You're Phaina's friend, aren't you? What a pretty cat you are. Maybe I should give you a name. Who do you look like most, huh?
Pumpkin or Augustus or Ghost? Well, Ghost is appropriate. But a pumpkin, there's a... Pumpkin? Pumpkin? Okay, pumpkin? Pumpkin!
How about pumpkin? You like that, don't you? In that case, pleased to make your acquaintance, Pumpkin. Oh, what a sweetheart.
Me that. Okay.
That's one. That.
How do I go back home?
That's one messy path. That's one messy path. I'd rather wait for it to be tidied up.
You can fly! Lisa! Lisa, you can fly. I got bandages. Character sheet. Ooh, I can do science, music, and history. I guess I need more science. I can go down to the person. Hopefully they don't get frightened by the whole burning.
How nice.
I actually... So, how are you feeling?
Oh, I feel the heat. Anyway.
It's still...
Of course.
Huh. It seems like you do have a mild fever.
Anything I should worry about?
This may be a great opportunity to use Dr. Volkov's experimental lab equipment. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but just in case, let's take a blood sample, shall we?
Whatever you say, Doctor.
Just relax. It will only hurt for a second.
Don't tell me I have to draw blood. Don't. Okay, good. Woo!
Perfect. Now, have some more tea and a nice rest. I'll take this to the laboratory.
Thank you for stopping by, dear.
I should be going. Might I stop by again sometime to check in on you?
That would be lovely. You're always welcome in this house.
Have a good night.
Good night, little dove. Thank you for everything.
Hey, I'm stuck. Okay, now I'm not. Okay, I could do the thing now. Which is do some experimentation.
What should I work on today? What incredible lab instruments. It's as if I'm looking into the future or reading a Jules Verne book. Let's take a look at the doctor's notes. I'm sure I can figure it out. Now I should wait some time to check the results. They should be ready tomorrow, but if I wait longer than that, it may be too late.
Okay. Save. Oh, I should sleep. Wait, can I close the window? I don't feel safe. There you go. There. Now it's perfect. Now we don't have anything. Mama.
What's wrong, Lisa? Why aren't you asleep?
One room away. Yeah.
I can't. Would you sing me the lullaby, please? Oh, all right. Let me tuck you back in. Now close your eyes and listen. Hush now, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee, and the light will await you and me, await you and me. You sing so well, Mommy. Do you think I'll be able to sing like you when I grow up? You can do anything you put your mind to when you grow up. Anything at all. Ooh, really? I hope everyone will like it when I sing too. Of course they will, my sunshine. Now, rest your little eyes. Good night, Mommy. Sweet dreams, my darling.
That's adorable, actually.
Lisa. Lisa.
What? What's going on? Why is the window open?
Ah! I knew it!
Your soul is mine.
Who is this? Where are you?
Is it Hussar?
Ah! Damn candle.
I knew it.
Hussar? What are you doing here?
I got you, didn't I?
Was this all a prank?
I truly am hilarious, aren't I?
How did you manage to do all this?
Well, I already had your warm invitation, so I helped myself to your room. And then I turned invisible for a hilarious prank.
Turn invisible?
Uh-huh. Didn't I tell you?
I think I'd remember it if you did.
Could have sworn I told you. Want to try it now? Just hold your breath and relax. It will come to you. There you go. Where's Lisa? I don't know.
You really can't see me?
I cannot. Otherwise, you wouldn't be invisible, would you? Oh, now that I think about it, that could have been another hilarious jape. Lord only knows what you would be up to thinking you're invisible. What a missed opportunity. Ah!
Now that's a funny jape.
That's just immature. Be careful with this ability. You can only stay invisible for so long before your power starts draining. You have to remember to take breaks in between.
Ooh.
Now that we've all had our fun, how are things going with the happy couple?
They're a couple?
I met Anastasia and got to know her a little bit.
She sounds like a nice broad. I thought you two might hit it off. Do you think this is who you will use to get the invitation?
Not sure yet. Maybe it's worth talking to them both some more. I met Evgeny and got to know him a little.
Charming fellow, huh? I'm sure you two will hit it off. Do you think this is...
Not sure. I met...
She sounds like a... Do you think this is who you will use to get the invitation?
I mean, I got... Yeah.
I don't see why not. We seem to get along.
Obviously, it doesn't really matter to the Countess who you choose as long as you get that invitation and those documents. On a personal note, though, it may not always be better to pick who you like more.
How so?
When it comes to the hunt, it's those who you get close to that get hurt. Just something to consider.
Huh. Seems like you do have a sentimental side after all, don't you?
I just don't want to be the one who comforts you when your poor little heart is broken.
Of course. That must be it.
Yeah.
Anyhow...
Anyhow what?
I suppose my job here is done.
Job? I'm sorry, do they pay you to play tricks on people?
I never thought about it this way. Maybe my line of work isn't so bad.
Haha.
Good luck with the invitation. I'll be rooting for you. Kind of.
Can I pick up the cat?
Too bad I can't see. I wonder...
Streaming 2 hours so far. I know, right? It's fun. This game is fun.
I should remember to pick up Faina's results from the doctor's lab today. Otherwise, they may expire.
Can I pick them up now? Okay.
What should I work on? All right. Huh. It appears she could have rheumatic fever. Rather unusual for her age. I should pay her a visit.
Can we talk to the doctor?
Greetings, Lisa.
Dr. Volkov. I'd like to... I was wondering if perhaps you could take a look at something for me. I felt a strange burning sensation on my upper shoulder on the night of my awakening. I check it myself, but sadly, mirrors are of little help lately.
Yes, of course. Let me have a peek. Huh. Most peculiar. That does not seem like a medical issue, but rather a magical interference that causes a bond. Not too uncommon, sadly, among us. I wish our kind referred to science more often than to that otherworldly nonsense.
Otherworldly?
Is it bad?
This isn't quite my area, so I'm hesitant to offer a diagnosis, but that being said, it's likely to have been applied by a foreign entity. Depending on that entity, it could be rather harmless, or not. You didn't happen to see who might have left it on you, did you?
No. Whoever it was must have been behind the closed door.
I see. In that case, I'm afraid it's one of those wait-and-see situations, dear. Let me know if you have any updates.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll keep you posted.
You're most welcome, dear.
It was you who turned me into a vampire, wasn't it?
That is correct.
So what happens?
But I don't remember anything from that day. What exactly happened?
Lisa, I want you to know that I take full responsibility for what happened to you. As your sire, I promise to do my best to ease your transition as a vampire.
However,
in my professional opinion, forcing this memory may be highly detrimental to a fledgling psyche.
Okay.
I can't, in good conscience, reveal the repressed memory of your death before it resurfaces on its own.
Okay.
All right. I understand.
Trust me, this is for your own good. I will tell you one thing, though. In your case, it was either this or death, and I didn't make that choice lightly.
Okay.
I hope that eases your mind, even if only a little.
Well, it must be an interesting position, being a vampire doctor and treating humans.
I suppose it is. But like with everything else, give it enough time and you'll get used to it. In a way, I'm sort of a link between the two groups. I have insight into humanity that our kind tends to lose touch with, as well as knowledge that humans don't accumulate due to, well, death.
What do you do when you have to explain fang marks on bodies?
Ah, that's not nearly as much of an issue as one would think. Tell the humans it's a snake bite, and nobody bats an eye. Oldest trick in the book.
Huh. Creative. I was wondering about the vanity.
Oh, that's right. I forgot it was even there. Would you like me to cover it with something? I know some of us don't like to be reminded of our condition that way.
Oh, it's not that. I just wanted to ask who lived there before me. Presumably a human lady?
Oh, well, if you must know, it used to be my daughter's room.
Your daughter?
Yes, however, it's been vacant for quite some time now. Didn't feel right to have all that space unused, so it's a good thing that it finally serves a purpose. Again. Anyway, what were we talking about?
It doesn't seem like he wants to talk about this now. Maybe I should ask another time. I'm quite enjoying my room. Thank you again for your hospitality. I've never had a space to myself before.
Me neither.
Very pleased to hear that.
Since it seems that I'm here indefinitely, would you mind if I maybe decorate it a bit? Make it more my own?
Yes. Yes, of course. Perhaps the room could use a caring touch after all these years. There's a general store between the church and the salon. You can try ordering some new items there. Make yourself at home.
Thank you. I'll make sure to stop by.
Thank you, Doctor, for your most interesting things that you have told me just then. So, I don't know what else to have or add to. Oh, everything here is mostly true, actually. Maybe next time. For now, let's talk to the Farina? Hello. I said hello. There you go.
Good evening. How are you feeling, Faina?
I'm all right, dear, thank you. Just feeling a little weary today.
I actually came to talk with you about the test results.
Oh?
I believe you may have rheumatic fever. It's much more commonly found in children, so this would be a rather rare case.
Oh. Well, people always tell me that I am still a child at heart. Perhaps they are more right about it than they think, huh? Is this something I should be concerned about?
If it is what I think it is, with the right treatment, we should be able to fix you in no time. I am glad we caught it at this stage, though. Otherwise, there could have been some rather unpleasant complications. Here is something to help with the inflammation. Take it regularly, and you should feel better soon enough.
That's good.
Thank you, little dove. What a lucky crone I am to have an angel like you next door.
Crone?
I don't know if that's quite true.
Don't be shy, dear. You deserve it.
Aww.
Smart as a whip, pretty as a picture. If you stay true to your heart, I can just tell you will go far. This town needs someone like you. Now, more than ever.
Thank you. I'll see what I can do.
That's all one can do anyway, isn't it?
Would you like some help with the plants?
How sweet of you to offer. But I'm all right, dear. Taking care of them brings me joy. That will be my one good deed for the day.
One good deed?
Oh, that's just a silly rule of mine. Every day, no matter how small, I like to do at least one good thing. Helped out a stranger with directions. Great. Baked some cookies for the neighbors. Even better, feeding the plants will do just fine for today.
Aww. That sounds lovely. Maybe I should do the same thing.
Well, off you go, little dove. Don't want to hold you with my ramblings any longer.
Good night, Faina. Feel better soon.
Can I move past you? Okay, there you go. Okay. Oh wait, maybe I should have the window open just in case I need to go out that way. Go in that way. Out that way, ang puta. Let me see my calendar. Okay. Today I can do something, and then spoonful of honey. Fuck a spoonful of honey. Oh. I already did it. What? Aww. We could do more cat stuff? Yippee! We can do more cat stuff. We can do more cat stuff. Oh. Human. Vodka. Vodka bar. Okay. Ooh, peace. Yoink. Church. Can I go this way? Okay, I can. Okay. Feline friend, are you here? Oh no. Feline friend? Art thou anywhere? No. Feline friend, where are you? Woo, human.
Locked. Locked. The lights are on.
Someone is definitely home. But who? Go on. Trot along, friend. I said. There you go.
Get away from me.
Oh. So, I don't remember if he's supposed to be in the salon or not. Hello.
What would you like?
Have you seen Evgeny tonight?
I'm afraid I have.
Did something happen? Is he all right?
Nothing out of the ordinary, sadly. He got too drunk, and I refused to serve him, so he left.
Oh, do you think he went home?
I'd say chances of that are slim to none.
Does this kind of thing happen often?
It's not getting better, I can tell you that.
Where do you think he went?
I'm willing to bet that he's at that vodka bar on the other side of town. Real nasty place. And I'm not just saying that because they're my competition.
Thank you. I'll take a look there.
Hey, it's none of my business, of course. But I wouldn't drink their Cabernet if I were you. Just a friendly piece of advice.
Understood. Thank you, Arben. That was very helpful.
Till next time.
Can I at least buy a drink from you? Kinda getting low on the blood supply over there. Could go to the music school. Maybe after this one. And then the music school.
Kirill, you beady-eyed scoundrel. Give me back my book.
No need to get personal, Evgeny. It was a fair game.
Like hell it was, you cheat. I need it, don't you get it? My life's work is in it. It is my life.
Then why did you wager it?
Son of a bitch.
But like I already told you, I'm not without heart. I'm willing to play for it again, whenever you're ready.
What did you do to him?
Excuse me? I did positively nothing. He got inebriated and wanted to play cards. Who am I to reject a man a simple pleasure?
I suppose you're right. In the end, it's his fault.
See, I knew you looked like a reasonable person. Say, if you do want to help him out so much...
I don't have any money on me.
I've placed a bet already.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
I'm sorry. I didn't think this was my responsibility.
So you would have charged me, just like that. You really are a scoundrel, aren't you? What are we playing?
Why don't we just play 21? You just tell me when to stop, young lady.
21? Well, I don't know this game. I have never played this game before. Hold on. My grandma is calling me. This is a real life game, isn't it? Isn't it? Points. King 4 points, Queen 3, Jack 2, Ace 11. The close to 21. Oh, okay. So this is basically just fucking RNG. Current bet. 1. What does hit or stand mean? What does that mean? Hit. Hit. Fuck. Hit. Shit. Shit, how? Is this rigged against me?
Damn it. Sorry. Seems like I'm keeping the prize and the money.
I guess he's cheating.
Look on the bright side.
Cheating.
Unlucky at cards means lucky in love.
Let's go, Evgeny. We'll deal with this charlatan later.
I love good sportsmanship.
Are you all right?
Never better. You didn't have to do this, Lisa.
That's cool.
Thank you.
That's what friends do.
Friends? Do you consider me a friend?
Of course.
Didn't I tell you? I'm exclusively friends with people whom I get to walk home drunk.
Shh. Aha. Very funny.
You will be very popular living
On a
in these
VC after you're done
parts.
streaming? Sure. Don't really have much else to do that I know of.
Evgeny?
Besides.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my father likes his drink too. He started when my brother and I were very young.
Is that how you learn to take care of drunk people?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
It must have been hard for you.
I try not to think about it.
I should apologize to Anastasia. She doesn't deserve this.
Aww.
How often does this happen?
Whenever I can't write.
I see. I remember you mentioned a writer's block. How long has it been?
A while.
I sense it's not a good time to probe further on this. You must be in a lot of pain.
Why do you think that?
My father says that when he drinks, it helps dull the pain.
I feel dull when I'm sober. When I drink, it's to feel something, not the other way around. We're here.
Good. You sound a little better.
I do feel better. Thank you again, Lisa.
You're most welcome.
Would you please come over for tea sometime?
And what would your wife think about that?
Anastasia, I'm sure she'd love to get to know you. Come anytime. If the lights are on, that means we're home.
Thank you for the invitation, Evgeny. I'd like that.
That's great. Now I just need to get my book back.
I can help you with that. I'd love to teach that bastard a lesson.
Ooh.
You are the best. I'd hug you, but I don't want to breathe near you in my condition.
Let's come up with a plan next time we meet.
Well, I'd better go inside and explain myself to Anastasia. Good night. I can't thank you enough.
Good night, Evgeny. Till next time.
Oh, and Lisa, I'll make sure you hear that poem. I promise. If it's the last thing I do.
Well, the invitation is received. For better or for worse.
Question is, do I need to do anything via the task of the doctor? Me? Excuse, there you go. Sort medical records. Select. You know what, I'll just do that. Save slot, yes. And close the window. Change into the nightgown, because why not? See my stats. Oh! Look at that. There you go. Now I'll really save. And now I slip. Do I need to do anything? I want to find the cattle again. Where is it? Carbon. Inventory.
I can't go out there like this.
Oh. I guess I could save.
God, I want.
I could save and just raid somebody. Does anybody have a person that I could raid? Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe. Perhaps. No one that I know of is online. Sadly. I think I should use that in case of emergency.
I can't go out there. I can't go.
Glad to see you stream again. Yee!
What can I...
What should...
I don't have anyone to raid today, sadly. Well, I guess I'll end the stream there. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope to play... I am hooked, actually. I am very hooked. Like, super hooked. To the point that I want to play more hooked. Anyways, see y'all next time. Bye!